A lot of you guys in this space, are coming into the space of being an entrepreneur at a young age, making money online and for the financial freedom. And that's great. That's why I joined it. I want to be financially free at a young age. I want my family to be taken care of. I want to be able to give my friends fun stuff, parties, yachts, stuff like that, cool jewelry, cool clothes, watches. I'm going to watch on me, but all that materialistic stuff. But like, I'm here to tell you guys that like there's so much, and you guys probably know this too. I mean, so many people talk about this, but I feel like no one takes it seriously enough. But like there's so much more than just those materialistic stuffs. Like imagine telling your friends like, "Hey, I did it. Look what I did." Imagine showing your mom, bro, like giving your mom $10,000. Mom, you don't need to worry about working anymore, mom. Like I got you. Like don't worry, I got you. And a lot of people just come in this for the money, guys, and it's not all about that, guys. Money isn't life, bro. You're coming into the space because we both know it's far deeper than money, bro. Like we all have some kind of backstory that actually genuinely motivated us to, try to get it on our own. Because I promise you, no one here is perfect. No one watching this video, you guys clicked on this video because, you're stuck, you're lost, you're confused with yourself. It's not about the money, guys. It's about who you are as a person. This journey as an entrepreneur is really just another way of self-discovery, discovering who you are as a person. And one of the main factors with that is, throughout this whole entire journey, you're going to be alone for the process. And a lot of you guys right now, you guys are probably uncomfortable being alone. You guys are probably, you need to be around people to enjoy yourself. You need to be around people that make you happy, because that's the only way you're satisfied with yourself. If you're drinking with your friends, you're smoking with your friends, going out with them, that's the only way that you'll be happy. You'll have a good day. Bro, there's genuinely people out there that look forward to Saturdays because that's the day they can drink, they can smoke with their friends, they can have fun, doing all that kind of degenerate stuff, guys. But there's a big difference for when you hop on this train of becoming an entrepreneur from being alone and being lonely. Like being alone and being lonely are two different things, and there's a huge gap between them. Being lonely is like you like seeking for attention, you like relying on other people, being lonely is like you're not satisfied with yourself unless you're actually doing something with other people, and all that's okay. And I mean, it shows a lot about your self-character, and maybe you're self-conscious, maybe you generally just can't live without being with somebody else. But it's a difference from being alone. Being alone is watching this video with me right now. Being alone is listening to something. Being alone is you're maybe not even listening, but it's complete darkness. It's complete silence. It's just you, your thoughts, and in the back of your mind, it's your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations of who you want to be in the next couple of years. I'm not here to push that onto you guys. It's like, oh, you guys are lame for relying on people. Because I was there, guys. Like being alone, people are gonna think you are lame. Genuinely, people are gonna think you're a weirdo, guys. And I'm here to tell you guys aren't weirdos, bro. None of you guys are weirdos. Those people aren't weirdos either. No one's weird. Because everyone's distinct as their own human being. You can never judge someone just because of the actions they do. Judge someone by their heart. Judge someone by who they are as a person. Not by what they do as a person, but who they are as a person. Because you never know what that person's going through, You never know if that person's having family problems, that person's, really depressed, really anxious, and that's why they need to be with people. But throughout this journey, you're going to learn how to discover yourself. And it's okay to be alone, guys. Half of this journey as an entrepreneur is being alone. Being alone is great. I love being alone. Like I'm literally sitting in my car recording a video alone, talking to a freaking camera, bro. But I know that deep down, I'm touching the people who are actually watching this video. Like I want you guys to feel that warmth within you that like, hey, like I'm meant for so much more in this life. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it by listening to what other people have to say about me, listening to all that outside noise that's just trying to bring me down. I promise you guys, if you guys ask some of the most successful people online right now, not even online, most successful people in general, how they got rich. And they'll tell you like, I was alone. Like I did it on my own. That's what that means. Someone's not going to be holding your hand while, okay, let me type this down. Let me write this down. No one's going to hold your hand while you're working on your craft, while you're working on your skill, whether you're a drop shipper, you're in the e-commerce space, you're a day trader, you want a clothing brand, no one's going to be holding your hand unless you have a business partner or something, right? But the only person that will be really holding you is the Lord. God is the only one holding on to you. He's the only one pushing you to be better, but better than who you are right now. He wants the best for you. And I promise you guys that there's no one more that you can be alone with than with God. Being alone with God is probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced with my life. I learned how to discover myself. I learned my true personality. I know that I'm not afraid of what other people think about me. I'm not afraid about what that girl is going to think about me when I post this video. Or I'm not afraid that she's going to drop me on a date, because I know I'm meant for so much more. I'm not afraid if the group of boys over there thinks what I'm doing is lame because I'm not shotgunning tweez with them on Saturday. Or because I'm not doing what normal people do, guys. We all come into space, with an overall goal. But why do we really want to be in this, entrepreneurial space? It's not for the money. It's not for the diamonds. It's not for the rings, the watches, the jewelry. Bro, we're trying to find ourselves, and there's no shame in that. And you guys should never find shame in what other people think about you. Be alone with yourself. Take time to yourself, because this journey's long, bro. This is a long journey ahead of you guys, bro. You got so much more to go, bro. And it's never ending, guys, because at any time you could fuck up. You could be as rich as you can. You could fuck up and lose it all overnight. So you always got to stay on 10 toes. You always got to stick to your craft, and always stick to what you believe in as a person, who you are. You find yourself, you know who you are as a person, and you let nobody else contradict who you are. Bro, it's such a powerful skill to have. And once you learn how to be alone with yourself, no one's going to ever take that away from you guys, because it's something that a lot of people can't cope with. And, a lot of people are meant to be lonely. A lot of people are meant to be with others, spend time with others, really be reliant on other people for their satisfaction. But again, that says a lot about them, right? And do you really want to be like that? Being an entrepreneur, it takes time to be alone, bro. It takes that strive of being alone, being by yourself, to actually accomplish your goals. No one is there to hold your hand, bro. No one's going to be there when you take your first payout, when you make your first $10,000, $15,000 alone. No one's going to be there when you hand your mom $10,000 cash and say, hey, mom, this is for you, mom. All of this that I did, I'm gifting you now, mom. You don't got to worry about it anymore, mom. I'm going to take care of you. You tell your brother, your sister, say, bro, I have an opportunity to work with you. I want you to work for me, dude. I don't want you to worry about your finances anymore. You're able to give your friends a fun time. You're able to gift your friends nice things, It all levels up. You're giving back from your fruits of your labor, bro, and you got to enjoy yourself. You're satisfied with yourself. People are going to become satisfied with you because you put that work in. But, bro, I'm not saying go slime out your friends because, they drink and stuff. Don't slime them out, because, I saw this really, really good quote on TikTok, and I thought about it, the person, who goes to church can be the meanest guy out of the church. But I've had better times with the person drinking at a club. He said more realer stuff than the guy who goes to church. And I'm really deep with my faith, and I really question them. It makes a lot of sense, But how can you bring that guy at the club and introduce him to the faith, introduce him to this hardworking life, improve for himself, it makes you really think about it. It's hey, that's kind of real, I get that. But I don't know, it's kind of random I brought that up, bro. But just learn to be alone, bro. Learn how to satisfy yourself. Learn how to be with your own thoughts. And I promise you, once you're okay with being alone, that you're going to love yourself so much more. And people will start to respect you for who you are. People are going to start seeing that your craft isn't bullshit, isn't the crappy stuff they see online. It's actually legit, actually hustling. You're trying to improve yourself. And if there's anyone you can slime out, it's slime out the people who said you could never do that, who said you were weird. The people who told you that you couldn't do it. The people who doubted you. The people who hated on you. Because, bro, I've had so many people talk shit about my back. Bro, I posted a picture with this car I bought. Literally so proud of myself. I'm 18. I bought my own freaking car, dude. It's not no SVJ. It's not no Huracan. But it's a car. It's a nice car that I was able to afford on my own. And I had people hating on me for, taking a picture of it with it and being like, hey, I'm proud of my work. People are like, oh, he thinks this is tough. People are going to hate on you regardless of what you do, bro. So why are you going to let that stop you now? It's going to happen every single day. Even when you are rich and successful, it's going to happen. People are still going to hate on you, bro. But that's the difference between people down here and people up here. The people down here, they want to drag you down to the level that you're at and keep you there because what you're doing is not normal. It really is not normal. With this online money stuff, it's not normal. This is something that's never happened before in the history of the world, where people at such a young age are becoming as successful as they are, because it's not normal. The people down here, they want to bring you down with them. But the people who did that earlier on, the entrepreneurs, the rich people, the successful people, the wealthy people, all the way up here, if you were to ask them, hey, can I get some advice from you? What did you do to get here? Bro, they're not going to be like, you're never going to do that. What do you think you're doing? Trying to hustle, make money? Just stick to the books. Bro, they're going to pick you up and they're going to lift you up because they want people with them, bro. They need more successful friends to hang out with, because the people down below, they're not good for them. They don't do them any good. Why would you want to hang around people that are a bunch of losers that just aren't trying to improve their own life, bro? We're on this journey for self-improvement. We're not here for the money. It's more than the money, bro. Me and you both know that, bro. You know, I struggled with a lot of, like, my family went through some crazy family stuff. You know, it's not crazy because, like, my parents got divorced at such the age I am, and it took a really big toll on my life because I had to learn with being alone, bro. You know, I was always relying on them, but it taught me how to be alone, bro. And yes, that journey was hard. Yes, being alone for the first couple of months, it was hard, bro, because I had no one to count on because I couldn't relate to nobody because all my other friends had perfect families. They had perfect financially free families, bro. My family went bankrupt, bro. My family had crazy financial problems. And it took a toll on me because I couldn't rely on them anymore. And I had to get it on my own, bro. And I know, I'm only saying that because I know a lot of you guys are in that same position. Maybe it's not a divorced parents thing because that's common. Maybe it's something deeper. Maybe you guys struggle with depression, anxiety, stress, and you guys just can't find yourself. And the only way to cope with yourself is getting it on your own, bro. And I promise you it's going to take you down a deeper hole. But once you figure it out, once you know who you are, you put your faith in the Lord, you're going to take yourself so up. You're going to take yourself out of that hole you dug yourself in, that your family dug you in, and you're going to prove them wrong. And you're going to help them out, bro. The main thing is giving back with the money that you make. Yeah, keep it to yourself, buy your fun stuff, be materialistic with it, but just remember why you're there and just give back to the people who are less fortunate to you because you know exactly how they feel to be in your position. Help them out. And that's why these people who are successful, wealthy, and rich will never tear you down because they have a similar story to you. They can relate to you and you can relate to them. So take that as motivation and really live off of it, bro. That's all what it's about, bro. So I really hope just to leave you guys with the message today that being alone is okay. You know, being alone will be probably some of the greatest, you know, thoughts that you have in your life. You're going to learn so much about yourself, so much about who you want to be in life, that being alone will be probably the greatest skill set you'll ever have. It's not actually what's making you money. It's what teaches you about yourself. So that's kind of what I want to leave you guys with in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys took something out of it. And I really hope I sparked something in you to go out and get it, bro. To really want a change in your life. Because I promise you, each and every one of you watching this video is probably going through a similar situation. Maybe you made it, maybe you didn't. But bro, there's always more to life, bro. And I know each and one of you guys are going to do it. And you guys are going to make your family proud. You guys are going to make your friends proud. You're going to especially make yourself proud. You know, you're going to accomplish things in your life that a lot of people didn't think was possible, and you're going to prove them wrong. And you're just going to be humble about it. Be nice about it. Be chill about it. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope, again, it left something in you. I hope you guys had some big takeaways from this. And I hope you guys have a great day. Love and appreciate you guys for watching, man.